Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday, the 4th of August 2023. So yesterday interest rates increased to 5.25 in the 14th consecutive hike, with levels to remain higher for longer than previously anticipated. Yes, that's because inflation comes in waves, the same as bull markets and bear markets. So in the US, bonds, bloodbath bills, yield curve steepens, black gold bounces ahead of payrolls. That's today, Non Farm Payrolls today. US stocks finished with mild losses amid mixed data and higher yields. And bond rot continues as rate volume spikes and dollar struggles into NFP. So today, let's just refresh this. So you can see we've got NFP numbers. They could be a non-event, but who knows? Last time, they always downgrade, but last time it was 209 to 205. So if that comes out more or less the same, it's going to be a non-event. That's for sure. Let's have a look at what the market did yesterday and see what we can expect today. Kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow yesterday, I can see that we've got some demand there. The market sideways to higher. You can see they're starting to move to the upside overnight as well. Choppy session though, down. They brought the market back at midday, and then the Dow kicked off, and then eventually it managed to move. It stuck sideways for quite a while. I think it was about an hour and a half before the market actually made its direction. But at the moment we're above the DP and the close, and we've got yesterday's high in the gun sights above there, and the market moving up that direction at the moment. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, also demand for 2 consecutive days. We're heading towards being oversold. We came back to 62% to retracement, and also we took out the support there yesterday, again at 15,994, and traded down to 864 area. We're a bit lower than that. In fact, what was the low yesterday, just out of curiosity? Let's just have a look at that. So 15,805 was the low. So we nearly got down to 15,800, so 200 below the psychological level of 16,000, and the reason for that is the cascade down first thing in the morning, and then we see the market again bouncing and eventually moving back towards the upside, regaining 3/4 of the loss for the day there. In the 5-minute chart, you can see the sell-off to begin with, and then the market just got into a bit of a range, particularly mid-morning, and then sideways, and it took until we saw the Dow move sharply to the upside. But that was 4 p.m. by the time the market actually started to move to the upside there. So it took a moment or two to head to the upside. And overnight, of course, let's have a quick look. We're above the DP and the close. Yesterday's high is going to be quite a distance away. It's 120 points thereabouts. And the low, not too dissimilar, obviously, because we're at the midpoint there with the daily pivot. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see which direction it actually goes in. So that's the DAX. Let's have a look at the S&P. S&P also bouncing off 50% retracement there. This too has demand as well, big demand for yesterday. So if the non-farm payrolls come out less than the 209, this will just send the market vertical, because it'll be good news. And then yesterday for the S&P, similar to the Dow, of course, and then making its way, but not too far off yesterday's high. Just squeeze this down a bit, you'll see that it's fairly strong market there. So towards the high already. In the FTSE 100 too, you see a recovery there, you see demand as well. The market also making its way back. It sold off to begin with, found support at what level is this? It's going to be 7450, so 7450, and then the market moving back again, heading towards the high. But don't be surprised if either the FTSE or the DAX has a shakeout first before moving to the upside. In the US dollar, hardly battered, but certainly down yesterday and down on the overnight at the moment as well. Again, waiting for those NFP numbers at 1:30. And meanwhile, in the metals, as I said yesterday, 200 MA was on the cards. The 23 level is on the cards as well. It only needs the NFP numbers today to be bad or good. It doesn't make any difference when it comes to manipulating the silver price lower. We're going back down to these sort of lows, that's for sure. 30 minutes, you can see choppiness around the news, managing to come back and up a bit on the overnight. And the same for gold, also getting close to the 200 MA with a bit of buying coming in yesterday and demand the day before. And the 30-minute chart, very choppy session there for the gold market during yesterday. Finally, in the gold-silver ratio, it's been up for the last 3 days, so we could see a bit of a down day today, but way above that 80, it needs to get back below the 80 level there in order to bring a narrowing of the gold-silver ratio. Otherwise, we could continue a lot higher if silver is sold off to the downside once more. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what the NFP numbers are at 1:30 p.m. I'll certainly be here glued to it just to see what BS they're going to pump out. And with that, have a great weekend. And as ever, thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next.